The next dialogue is of Iris. Iris is calling up to Ceres. Ceres, most bounteous lady, thy rich leaves of wheat, rye, barley, witches, oats, and peas, thy turfy mountains where live nibbling sheep, and flat meads, thatched with stover them to keep, thy banks with pine and twill brims, with spongy April at thy hest betrims, to make cold nymphs chase crowns, and thy broom grooves, whose shadow the dismissed bachelor loves, being last lone, thy pole-clipped vineyard, and thy sea merged sterile and rocky hard, where thou thyself dost err, the queen of the sky, whose watery ark and messenger am I, bids thee leave these, and with her sovereign grace, here on this grass plot in this very place, to come and sport, her peacocks fly amain, approach rich Ceres, her to entertain. So Iris, who is Iris? Iris is the rainbow messenger of Juno. Who is this Juno? Juno is the queen goddess of the sky, queen goddess of the sky. Okay, queen of the sky, you can call her Juno. Juno is the wife of Jupiter. Jupiter is the chief god of Romans, right? The Roman chief god is Jupiter. Jupiter's wife is Juno, who is the queen of the sky. Juno's messenger is Iris, right? And Juno has sent Iris to call upon Ceres. Now, Ceres is the earth god, right? Earth goddess Ceres, right? Let us do this now. So, calling upon to Ceres. Ceres associated with the earth goddess, isn't it? Goddess of earth, right? Or the Roman god of agriculture, you can call out, right? Roman god of similar or equivalent to the Greek goddess Demeter. Okay, equivalent to the Greek goddess Demeter. That is Ceres. Ceres is equivalent to the Greek goddess Demeter. Goddesses of earth, earth goddess you can call. So here Ceres has been called out by Iris, most bounteous lady, thy rich lees of wheat. So here Ceres is appreciated by Iris, calls Ceres as generous lady, goddess, isn't it? So that is why the goddess is called as lady, generous lady, thy rich lees. So here the rainbow messenger is asking Ceres to leave the earth. Right? That is what we'll see. What to leave we are going to see. That is what we are seeing. To leave your rich farms. This is what he's saying, right? Iris is saying. Thy rich lees is meadows, the grass grown meadows, right? Of wheat, rye. So what is grown over here? Meadows of wheat, all cereals, right? Wheat, rye, barley, witches, oats, and peas. So here you can see some are fodder, right? Witches, you can see wheat, rye, barley, they all fall in one category. Witches, which is a wine type of a plant, right? Which is used as fodder for animals, feeding animals, right? Then you have oats and peas coming under the family of peas, right? So witches and peas, this fall under the bean family. The turfy mountain, so here all these fields, isn't it? These things are grown, these cereals are grown in the fields. So the description of fields is given in the first part. Most bounteous lady, thy rich lees, your meadows all come under grass category. Meadows, wheat, rye, barley, all come under the grass category. Then you have the witches, oats also come under that. And then you have witches and peas. So all these things. Then the turfy mountains. So description of the fields is given first line. Second line is the turfy mountains. That is the hills and the mountains where live nibbling sheep. So where the sheep is grazed, right? Sheep nibble in the sense they are grazed. They eat their food. The flat made starch which stover them to keep. So the furrows which is covered, attachments which is covered with the fodder for cattle. So with stover them to keep. Stover means fodder for cattle. So they feed themselves. So these cattle, that is the sheep, is being grazed over there, right? Grazed. Thy banks with pine and twilled brims. Thy banks. Now going to the river. These are the things what you found on earth. You can see the fields. You can see the hills, the mountains, isn't it? Then the rivers. Next is the rivers, what the earth consists of. So the rivers, thy banks with pine and twilled brims. So thy banks, the river banks are overgrown with marsh marigold. So that is Shakespearean language. You can say overgrown with marsh marigold. That is what has been spoken over here. Thy banks with pine and twilled brims. Twilled brims means which is covered with reeds. Reeds are plants, grass plants which are grown very near to the water, river, right? So that is what betrims, right? Twilled brims. Twilled brims. Brims means border of the river. Fine. So you had seen the fields, you had seen the mountains on the Ceres, right? The goddess of this is Ceres. So Ceres is being appreciated by Iris over here. So that is what has been said. Which thy banks with pine and twilled brims, which spongy April at thy has betrimmed. Spongy April, that is rain-soaked April at thy hast betrims. At thy hast, at your command, decorates. Decorates what? Decorates to make cold nymphs chase crowns and thy broom grooves. So for making nymphs chased crowns. Nymphs decent crown. Nymph is nature spirit. Nature spirit associated with the water, forest, isn't it? So that is nature spirit. Again, another spirit has been spoken of. Fine. So you are seeing third spirit over here. First one is Iris, second is Ceres, third is nymphs. You are seeing over here. Third spirit has been spoken to make cold nymphs, to make decent crown, that is chaste crown means decent crowns, and thy broom grapes to decorate, and thy broom grooves, and thy broom and your broom, isn't it? Groove of broom, that is yellow colored shrub, yellow flowered shrub, it is shrub plant, whose shadow the dismissed bachelor loves. So here rejected suitor, the shadow, the shade is loved by the rejected suitor, being last lone, forsaken by a sweetheart, thy pole clipped vineyard, well pruned vineyard, about the vineyard, that is the creepers, the vine plant, whatever is grown over here, and thy sea mud sterile and rocky hard, and the seashore which is covered with rocks, the rocky seashore is being described, where thou thyself dost err, where you enjoy, isn't it? Where you thyself, isn't it? Where you enjoy, okay? You yourself enjoy the air, to take the air. So the queen of the sky, so this is the order, so this is the message of Juno. Juno had told. So the queen of the sky means Juno is referring over here. The queen of the sky, whose watery ark and messenger am I, bids thee leave this and with a sovereign grace. So I'm come over here, whose messenger am I? I am the messenger of the queen of the skies. I have come to tell you to leave all these things. Description of the field is given, description of the mountains is given, description of the land is given totally, river banks, isn't it? And description of all the vines is given over here, shrubs is given. Everything is spoken over here by Iris, and everything belongs to you. All these decorated places, everything belongs to you. Leave this as per the order of Juno. The queen of the sky has told me to tell you to leave this. Why? Here, you have to leave all these things. You must leave the grooves. You must leave the vineyards, the rocky seashore. You must leave the fields, the mountains, the rivers, Bid thee leave these. Leave these means the fields, the mountains, the rivers, all whatever I have told you right now. And with her sovereign grace, and with her grace, with her sovereign grace, with her majesty, here on this grass plot in this very place to come and sport. And you have to come to marry, make merry, join in the celebrations where two souls are getting united, isn't it? Where two lovers are meeting. So that is what is being told over here. So come and enjoy, join with the celebration of these lovers. That is what is being told. Her peacocks fly amain, approach red Ceres, her to entertain. So this is what is telling. Her peacocks. So in mythology, peacocks draw the chariot of the goddess of Juno, right? Goddess Juno, fine. So they are associated with Juno. That is why fly amain is being spoken. Her peacocks fly amain, approach, come rich Ceres, her to entertain. Come and get into the celebration. Come, join the celebration. This is what Iris is telling. So enter Ceres. You can see now next dialogue belongs to Ceres. Ceres says, Hail, many-colored messenger that never dost disobey the wife of Jupiter, who with thy saffron wings upon my flowers diffusest honey drops, refreshing showers, and with each end of thy blue bow dost crown my bosky acres and my unshrubed down. Rich scarf to my proud earth, why hath thy queen summoned me hither to this short-grassed green? So from this you have understood the beautiful nature, isn't it? The environment, that is the earth, is being described. So beautiful is the earth. So nicely Iris has described this beautiful earth in these dialogue, in these lines of Iris, right? So let us see, that is Ceres. That Ceres means the god of agriculture, goddess of earth, isn't it? So everything it can be, goddess of agriculture, you can call anything of this, right? So goddess of agriculture is described, or goddess of earth is described so well by Iris. Now let us see Ceres's description about Iris, right? Now here in this line you can see whatever I have. Hail, many-colored messenger, he calls. Greetings to many-colored messenger. Rainbow, you know the color of rainbow, isn't it? Rainbow, how it forms when it rains and when there is sunlight, you can see a rainbow. Sometimes you can see the rainbow falling from one end of the field to the other end, isn't it? So this is how you enjoy. You can see the beautiful color of rainbow. So that is what is being described over here. So nice, so beautiful it looks, right? See the description given over here. Greetings, many-colored messenger. So rainbow is calling out to many-colored messenger. And rainbow, you have many colors, isn't it? 7 colors rainbow is made of. So that is why it is called as many-colored messenger. That never dost disobey. Who never disobeys? Who never disobeys the wife of Jupiter. That is Juno. Juno is the mistress of Iris, isn't it? Iris never disobeys Juno. This is what Ceres is terming Iris as, the rainbow messenger. Who with thy saffron wings upon my flowers diffusest honey drops. Okay. Who with thy saffron wings. Who with your golden wings. That is the color of rainbow is being spoken. Orange, red in color. That is what the golden color, what I'm saying. Golden wings or saffron wings upon my flowers diffusest honey drops. You sprinkle on my flowers honey drops. That is the dew drops is being spoken about as honey drops, dew drops. You sprinkle on my flowers honey drops. That is the dew drops. Refreshing showers. So when you sprinkle this, you refresh all my flowers by sprinkling the dew drops. That is what is called as honey drops in this. That is dew drops. You refresh my flowers. You refresh all my flowers. And with each end of the blue bow dost crown my bosky acres and my unshrubed down. red scarf, okay, with your colored bow, colored, the rainbow, colored bow, the bow which forms, right, rainbow, with the colored bow over my bosky acres, means the fields, over the shrubs, wooded shrubs, that is what is being spoken over here, bosky acres and my unshrubbed down. So you form your colored bow, your colored, multicolored, that is 7 colored bow, you form over the shrubs, over the fields, over the grassy meadows, right? So you can see the rainbow, the bow falling, the bow falls, right? So that is what is being described over here. My bosky acres and my unshrubed down, red scarf to my proud earth, and you form, and this form a beautiful scarf to my proud earth, to decorate my earth. You form a beautiful scarf to decorate that bow, rainbow's bow which falls on the earth, decorates the earth, makes the earth beautiful. It looks like a beautiful scarf on earth. This is what a multicolored scarf on earth. This is what Cirrus is calling out or describing the rainbow or iris as. Okay. To my proud earth, why had thy queen summoned me hither to the short grass green? Why your queen has called me over here to this grassy green earth, to this grassy spot? Why your queen called me to this grassy spot? That is why Juno called me to this grassy spot. This is what Cirrus is asking Iris. So in our next class, we can see the dialogue of Iris and we can continue with it. If you have any difficulties, please do ask me or try to contact me if you have any doubt regarding any of these explanations. Thank you very much.